Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? This one is out of bounds and on a simple opening kickoff. Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. First down here for this offense. It's a quick grab.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
They look to throw it here on second down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
The guys up front line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down. Getting set. Here's second down. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Picks up 3 yards, so second and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the Golden Gophers are looking to keep this drive going. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envisioned this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. And they will try out the field goal team here. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. No problem, knocks it right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Defense is coming after him. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Here's the point after attempt. Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Hands it off on the counter.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Incompletion sets up a second down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same
touchdown, Tide. This quarterback on fire today. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Under pressure, just lets it go. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's second down. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Pressure is coming. And a flag flies as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. The Golden Gophers will send the punt team onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Receiver makes the grab. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Bama. No chance to catch it.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his second pick today. So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Catch made on the left side. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Golden Gophers will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And this will be fair caught about the 15. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Fights off a defender. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. And that will pick up the first down. 38.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Quarterback still with the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He was perfect on his first attempt, but this is tougher. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the quarterback keeps it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Here's the 2nd down play. Now they'll run a draw play. Fights through a tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Cannot escape, and down he goes. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down? And the junior able to get home with the sack. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
That sack gets the defense off the field. Here comes the punt team. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Going for his running back. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And a good timeout call by the offense after the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's caught. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, looking to throw it. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they've got him, the defense making a statement on the final play of this first half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And he pulls in the catch. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Makes a quick catch. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Using a strong stiff arm. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a shotgun run call. Fights through the tackler. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Goal line formation for the defense. And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
They knock through the P-18 to go up 28-17. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The punt team making their way on the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again? Or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He'll hand it off. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Chris, what I love here is just a vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Makes a quick grab. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And it's Minnesota in front here, Kirk. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught. Completion. He shreds the tackle. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Bringing pressure. He's going to pull it down and run. Ball carrier running through tackles. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And they'll use the ground game here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Encroachment. Defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. So 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Off the play fake, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They're going to run it here. Breaking tackles. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
First and goal, handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, will try to run it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. And the beatdown continues. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Crosses the 10. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.